All boobs are not created equally, and that means you have to adjust your bust darts. So for today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to raise or lower your bust dart. So let's go. Hey boos, it's your girl Kris. Welcome if you're new, or welcome back to the channel if you happen to be an unsocial veteran. Now today's video is a really quick and simple tutorial on how to go about moving your bust dart. Now in full disclosure, I actually filmed this tutorial way back in March when I was working on my South Florida Frocktails dress. Now if you missed the making of that dress, make sure you go ahead and check out this video that will pop up right here. It was an interesting experience making that dress and to be able to attend my first Frocktails. Now I thought when I was doing that video, because I was doing an adjustment to lower my bust dart, that maybe some of you guys would be interested. But then afterwards, I started second guessing myself. Like, everybody who watches you, Kris, knows how to sew and probably knows how to do basic adjustments. Something like moving a bust dart is probably not the type of video that you guys want to watch. But I don't know, my spirit moved me this morning. I had the content already on my camera and I figured, why not? Maybe, just maybe, it will help at least one person. So if you happen to be that person, leave me a comment down below in the comment section and let me know whether this tutorial was actually useful to you. Now, I do like doing fitting adjustments. You guys would hear me say it time and time again here on the channel that fitting adjustments are paramount. Sewing garments right out of the package never ever works for me. Like never. I always have to do at least one fitting adjustment. If I come across a project that I don't have to adjust at all, that would be a complete rarity. Something maybe like a gathered elastic waist skirt, maybe something like that I wouldn't need to adjust. But almost everything else, you bet your bottom dollar that your girl is doing at least one adjustment. Now, I'm not sure how many of you guys are interested in learning all of the different fitting adjustments that I do. I have shared some here on the channel before, things like full bust adjustments and sway back adjustments, and the hip dip adjustment. I think a lot of you guys actually requested those ones. I figure maybe those ones will be a little bit more helpful, but something like that, I wasn't sure. But in any event, here we go. Welcome to the tutorial on how to move your bust dart. I'm working on making some fit adjustments to my pattern. Now this pattern does have cup sizes, so I've gone ahead and traced off the C cup because I am a sewing C cup, but I do need to make an adjustment to the position of my dart. So my dart is likely to be 1/2 inch too high. So I am going to lower it, and I figured if I'm going to do it, I don't think I've shown it here on the channel yet, how to go about moving a bust dart, and so this is the perfect opportunity for us to do that. Now to perform this adjustment, you're going to need a ruler, you're going to need a sharpened pencil. As usual, I am using a fine tipped black pen just to make it a little bit easier for you guys to see. You're also going to need a pair of paper scissors, you're going to need your tape, and you are going to need a piece of scrap paper. Now this adjustment is a really simple adjustment, but it does work wonders in that it positions the dart so that it releases the dart excess over your bust apex. If your dart is sitting too high, it means that the excess that the dart is creating is going to be released too high over your bust point, and you might end up with pulling around your fullest part of your bust, thereby thinking you need to do a full bust adjustment or to increase the size of your front bodice piece, and that might not be the case. You might just need to lower your dart. Now, if the converse is true in that your bust dart is sitting too low and therefore releasing the fullness below the fullness of your bust, then you can do this very same adjustment, but instead of shifting the dart downwards towards the waistline, you will move your dart upwards towards your arm side, but you are going to follow the exact same steps. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to make sure that my pattern piece is on the grain using my cutting mat as a guide. Once that is so, I am going to just draw a box around the dart. So I'm starting below the waistline and I'm just going to create a box that just surpasses the tip of my dart. So this is what our box looks like. Let me zoom in so you guys can see. Right, that's better. So this is the box around our dart. Now I am going to lower my bust dart by 1/2 inch. So I'm going to draw a line that is perpendicular to my center front. I'm going to draw that 1/2 inch away from the bottom line of my box. So this is my first line for my box, and this is my second line, which is 1/2 inch away from my first line. Now, if you need to lower your bust dart by more or less, then you will increase the distance between your two lines. Now, once I've got that in place, I am going to draw a vertical line that goes through both lines, and that is parallel to my center front line. Just like so, this line is going to be used as a guideline. Once I have my lines in place, I'm now going to cut out my box. So I'm cutting along all of the lines that form my box. So we are removing our dart piece from our bodice piece. Now, if you needed to raise your bust point, then you would raise it 1/2 inch up towards the arm side. But that is not what I need to do. I need to lower mine. And so I'm going to move this box such that the cut edge covers my guideline, which is 1/2 inch away from the cut line. And I'm just using my vertical line just to make sure that my dart is going to end up in the same position. Once I'm happy with that, I'm just going to tape it into place. Now, because I have lowered my bust dart, I now have an extra gap in my bodice, and that is where our scrap paper comes in. So I'm just going to place the scrap paper right beneath my cut lines, and I'm going to first tape the bottom into place. Now, because my scrap paper is so wide, I am going to just get rid of some of it and then tape the top into place as well. Right, so once you have filled in the gap that was created because we lowered our dart, then this is what your piece should look like. Let me zoom back out. So this is what your finished piece should look like. You are going to have to go back and true up your side seams. And to do that, you're just going to connect your dart point with your waistline point. Just like so. And your adjustment would have been complete. All right, boos, there you have it, a quick and simple tutorial about how to raise or lower your bust dart. Now, if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to go ahead and give your girl a thumbs up. If you like this type of content and you want to see more tutorials like this, drop a comment down below in the comment section and let me know what type of fitting adjustments are you interested in tutorials for. Now, if you happen to have made it this far in today's video and you're not a subscriber, please also consider subscribing on your way out. The aim of the game here on the channel is to share with you guys all of the knowledge that I have amassed over my almost 8 years of sewing and fitting sewing patterns. So if that is something that interests you, come on, hit the subscribe button, turn your notifications on, and join my sewing tribe. Now, that is all I needed to share with you guys for today's video. Make sure you come back here on the channel on Tuesday. It will be my 5th and final installment of the Pattern Hackathon series. Now, if you have no idea what that is, July has been dubbed by yours truly as Pattern Hacking Month because I am hosting the Pattern Hackathon over on Instagram. I have been sharing videos here on the channel week by week, giving you guys patterns and hacking tips and inspiration for how you can get involved in the Pattern Hackathon. We have over 30 prizes to give away, and it is my wish that all of you guys who come here to the channel will participate in the pattern hackathon. Now, if you need more information on the pattern hackathon, it does have a dedicated video that shares with you guys the rules, the ambassadors, the themes, and all of that thing. I'll drop it in right here. You can run ahead and check it out. Then come back on Tuesday to check out the final installment. So until then, you guys, stay calm, stay cool, stay safe, and absolutely keep sewing. Peace.